Alright everybody, hello once again. Going into another video here. Let me clean up just a touch before we get started here. Today I wanted to go into a comment I received recently on a YouTube video of mine. The YouTube video was white cis male reacts to Nikki Tutorial's video, something like that. I did intentionally put in a triggering thumbnail, a clickbaity thumbnail, to get people to view it, and it seems to be performing slowly but surely. It's not really picking up a lot of steam yet, but I did receive one great comment on it, and I'd like to read that for you now. I'm going to post it up so you can read it yourself, or whatever. But it's from Killian Winterfell, and basically it states, "I stumbled on your video by accident. I was going to close the video since you weren't a YouTuber I recognize, but something told me to keep on listening, and I'm so glad I did. You are a beautiful, kind soul with a great testimony and take on life. I am so happy to hear you are feeling better about yourself and working through everything you need to move forward and live a happy, healthy life. Thanks for deciding to stick life out, being vulnerable, and sharing your story." Well, if you're watching this, Killian, at some point, thank you very much. I don't know what to say. That is a very, very touching comment and a very, very rare comment. Believe it or not, people can be quite shitty out there while you're being, open and bare with your emotions on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, and people can use that to exploit and be very shitty to you. So first of all, let me say that is amazing, and that really kind of refills the old creative juices to keep doing videos and doing them in the way you're doing them, and being honest and open about your emotions and stuff like that. Because bearing in mind, in this video I did cover a topic of suicide, my suicide attempt, and I did cover the topic of why and what happened in that process. So if any of you guys are interested to watch that, I'll be linking the video down below, or linking the video somewhere in the description, because I upload to Facebook and YouTube, so it's kind of a different process, but around about the same fucking thing. But Killian really surprised me with that comment. It came out of nowhere because the video has not been performing well. It hasn't been doing like crazy numbers or anything like that. So it's starting to pick up steam. I hope people are going to share it, like it, comment on it, and actually help it grow, because I think that video is a source of pride for me, because I feel like it covered a lot of topics that I wanted to cover. It showed a lot of emotion that I wanted to show. And it was at a very, going back to when that video was recorded, it was at the old place when I was involved with some very bad people. Well, I don't want to say bad people, but a very bad person that used to be someone that I considered a brother and a friend, but turned out to be a shitbag and a very horrible person that I hope I never see again for the rest of my life. And that's just that. And, at that time I was about to leave. I had no idea where I was going to go, if I was going to be homeless or not. I was prepared to be homeless to escape the situation, to be honest with you. That's how bad it was. Fortunately for me, my friend and his girlfriend took me in, brought me into their beautiful home, and now I'm here, and things are looking great and good, and I'm building further and further mental gains every day. And to be honest with you all, this is where I'm going to be very honest with you. The last 8 to 9 years of my life have been basically involved with shitty people, horrible people, and bad people that I should have never been around to begin with. But that's life's journey, and that's the chaos of everything. Truth be told, that would not be the first time I went homeless. We actually moved a long time ago from Belmont to Greenville, South Carolina, Belmont, North Carolina to Greenville, South Carolina, and shit just went sideways from there. And that was pretty much an 8-year, 9-year, 10-year long journey of fucking god-awful shit, longer than that. So you're talking about, at the very least, for the last 10 years of my life, I've been involved with some very bad, manipulative, shitty fucking people that I am glad to be rid of. And I really didn't realize that that's how the situation was, to be honest with you, because I was locked in situations where people were more or less treating me as the problem, treating me as the enemy, treating me as the thing that's wrong with them, when in all actuality, being out of that situation now, I realized that there was nothing I was doing wrong. That led to further compiling of mental disorders, mental problems, mental issues, shit I never got to solve, shit I never had time to solve because I was always picking up after them and handling their bullshit, and I never had time for my own. Just lazy, inconsiderate, ignorant ass people that I got involved with that just for some reason or another were laid down in my path. And I'm very thankful for those idiots and those manipulative pimps and those horrible people, because that has made me a much stronger person coming out the other end. I've learned a lot of valuable things about like scavenging for food, resources, how to find a job quickly, etc., etc., etc. It just made me all the stronger of a fucking person. And it gave me the capacities to handle shit in a very balanced way. See, for the longest time now, I've been basically consumed by rage, anger, insecurities, fucking emasculation, fucking guilt, everything. And make no mistake, these people's actions, while I try to excuse them or make reasons for them, I can't anymore. And to be honest with you, all these people led to me almost killing myself. So they are very dangerous people. They are very dangerous people. They shouldn't be allowed to be in society as far as I'm concerned. They should be shunned and ostracized from society because they're horrible fucking people. And we're not talking about kids here. We're talking about 25, 30-year-olds, fucking, one of the women I used to be involved with was as old as me. So she's 37 years old now, 38, going on 38, and she's probably doing the same fucking shit. These people hate when you're honest about the situation. These people hate when you tell the truth about situations. These people hate when you expose them for what they're fucking doing to people. And, some of them I would like to think, if not all of them, I would like to consider people who are mentally sick and unwell. And this is just me providing excuses for them and an out for them to fucking spare and save any kind of retaliation from me. Is that I'd like to think that they're fucking sick people, mentally sick people who need help, who never got help, who do this shit continuously because people allow them to do it, and they've just been surrounded by shitty people their entire lives, so they became shitty people. But the key here is that they're mentally sick. They're mentally sick people who do things to each other to hurt each other, do things to people to hurt each other. That lead to other people potentially killing themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like, I may have been the exception. Hell, I may have been the rule. But either way, their paths, if they continue down those paths, what they're doing to people, it's going to catch up to them. As far as I know, one of them somebody has already attempted to murder them because of the things they've done to people. This other person I know that I just left this situation with recently, if he does this shit to the wrong person, he's going to end up murdered. I'm pretty certain of that. And my ex-girlfriend, in regards to her, she seems to have changed. She seems to have grown. She maybe has understood what our time together meant and what she was doing in that situation. Maybe she's evolved. I hope she's evolved, and I hope she does well for herself. I hope all of them do at the end of the day, but sadly, that just doesn't seem like the pattern these people follow, because that was another thing that was really weighing me down over the years, is it seems like they get in situations where they spin their gears and they never get ahead in life. And there's reasons for that, people. There's reasons why some of the people never got ahead in life, why they never changed, why they never got anything in life, and that includes me. There's a lot of things that I've left behind because of mismanagement of finances, stuff like that, because I just didn't give a shit at the end of the day. It's like, just go get you a bank account, start throwing money into it. From the outside looking in, you could look at me and say, well, this is an irresponsible person. He doesn't know how to manage his money and stuff like that. I do know how to manage money. It's just I don't give a shit about managing it when I'm suicidal all the time and don't give a fuck about what's happening to me, and that's the baby steps we're taking to recovery and putting the life's lesson all together. Here is like, every day I'm kind of like realizing, the journey that I have been on over the last 10 years of my life, which has just been fucking nuts. If I was to tell you the story, you probably won't believe half of the shit that's happened to me day after day, year after year for the last 10 years of my life. You wouldn't believe it. I promise you. You'd think I was making it up, but it's fucking true. And it was just what happened, to me. And specifically, it was just, being taken advantage of by people who were promising me to help me that really burned me and hurt me, because it's like, going from the first situation where we went homeless and I was with my friend and his mom and we were all living together after my mom died. That person promised to help us. He didn't. He was a shitty human being who did like horrible things. I escaped from there just to keep my job. Ended up, inadvertently beginning a relationship with a woman who helped me. And then she turned out to be a shitty, manipulative person, just like everybody else. Or just like other people at that time, or the last situation I left. Then I ended up leaving that situation and going in with somebody that was a friend of mine that promised, was like a brother, that told me that they would do everything they can to help me and get my arts on the ground and all that good stuff, and then ended up fucking being an alcoholic piece of garbage that basically pimped his own mother to take care of him and everybody else around him. He's a horrible human being, and he's 33 years old. He should know better. He obviously he should know better by now, but that's just it. I am very pleased with this comment. I am very pleased with this because this fosters, once again, something I'm trying to foster in other artists, is to be open and bare and honest about your emotions all the time. It helps. Recording videos has helped me immensely over the years to vent, and feed that shit inside yourself and go out there and try to find your methods of catharsis, as it were, to release these demons and devils and problems and issues, because it's well worth it, man. And if you are at the point where you're looking to give up and you're in a bad situation, all I gotta say to you is don't give it a chance. Go analyze your environment, be honest about your environment, and that's something I should have done a long time ago. But I spent way too much time giving people benefit of the doubt and making excuses for people's shitty behavior. But at the end of the day, what you need to do is you really need to sit there and analyze your situation, be honest about your situation, and you need to get the fuck out if it's hurting you. You need to get the fuck out and find a place, even if it's a homeless shelter, to rebuild your life. I swear to God, you need to do that, because it's not worth you killing yourself over. And trust me, there's plenty of people out there who will manipulate you coming and going to make sure that you kill yourself, that make sure that you destroy yourself, because they hate what you can do. They hate your creativity. They hate your abilities. It's a very sick thing in our culture, and it's an American culture exclusive. I promise you that. That is something exclusively pervasive in American culture right now. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you. If you like it, like, comment, subscribe. If you like it, share it across your social media. Help me get my videos out there. Help me get my message out there. I appreciate it. And that's it. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.